Hello everyone, welcome to another series of To The Point. Today's topic of discussion is carbon markets. First of all, let's see why is it in the news. Recently, the Parliament of India passed the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022 that empowered the government to establish carbon markets in India. Now let's discuss what is carbon markets. They are techniques for placing a price on carbon emissions by creating trading systems where carbon credits or permits can be purchased and sold. According to the UN standards, a carbon credit is a trading permit that equals 1 ton of CO2 eliminated, decreased, or sequestered from the atmosphere. The carbon markets can be compliance and voluntary. Countries or governments set carbon allowances or caps based on their emission reduction goals. Now let's understand what is the need to develop carbon markets. In order to keep global warming within 2 degrees Celsius, global greenhouse gas, that is GHG emissions, need to be reduced by 25 to 50% over this decade. Under the 2015 Paris Agreement, nations have submitted their nationally determined contributions or NDCs, which must be updated every 5 years. NDCs are climate commitments by countries setting targets to achieve net zero emissions. India, for instance, is working on a long-term roadmap to achieve its target of net zero emissions by 2070. Article 6 of the Paris Agreement provides for the use of international carbon markets by countries to fulfill their NDCs. Now let's have a look at the types of carbon markets. First is compliance markets. They are set up by policies at the national, regional, and/or international level. These are officially regulated and mostly operate under a principle called cap and trade. Governments issue annual allowances or permits to entities in this sector in proportion to the emissions they can create. Compliance markets are most popular in the EU, and China launched the world's largest emission trading system, that is ETS, in 2021. Next are voluntary markets. It refers to the issuance, buying, and selling of carbon credits on a voluntary basis by emitters. A corporation compensates for its unavoidable GHG emissions by purchasing carbon credits from an entity engaged in projects that reduce, remove, capture, or avoid emissions. Now lastly, let's have a look at the significance of carbon markets. These markets may promote the reduction of energy use and encourage the shift to cleaner fuels. As per the World Bank estimates, trading in carbon credits could reduce the cost of implementing NDCs by more than half, by as much as $250 billion by 2030. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the carbon markets. 1. The carbon markets can be compliance and voluntary. 2. Article 6 of the Paris Agreement provides for the use of international carbon markets by countries to fulfill their NDCs. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are incorrect? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IAS Hindi YouTube channel.